All right, guys. Apologies about what is going on. We don't even have the team names up right here, as Spectator Client is really just having some issues. Everything right now. So we do have on the left-hand side is Bot Empire, who we saw last time in round one. We had to go back to them. Normally we don't like to stream them twice in a row, but some other issues in the other game causing delays. We ended up jumping to this one versus the Shark Boys. And, well, we should have an interesting game. You might not know the name Shark Boys, but you probably know the players in Collateral, Benny Q, Fatal, Bra, and Shadow Chair as all pretty good ranked players. As the banning phase comes out, we have Athena, Ao Kwong, Ravana, and Soul.
Yep. Ao Kwong, you definitely want to ban him. He is just, he's so brutal right now.
Ao Kwong's very strong. Looks like Sabbath is going to be running back his Khepri that he did last time. He had a couple good saves. We'll see if he can do it again. Sabbath, I've seen him play the Khepri a few times in Friday Night Smite. Always been good. Shadow Chair, who was had the play of the week actually last week on that Giannis in the mid lane. I would be very surprised if he doesn't try to lock that back in, but it looks like, yeah. Well, that Chiron pick is also really good to take away from WoW. Excuse me, to take away from Wowie, as Wowie is really been playing that Chiron a lot lately as well. That will end up going probably to... I try to figure out who's going to be running their jungle, because Benny Q and Fatal are both ADCs. So at heart. So I don't know exactly what their plan is. No.
You have a Hunter in the mid lane?
It could be Chiron in the mid lane. I don't know, but Shadow Chair is normally Shadow Chair is a native mid laner. It looks like they're going to be running back the same composition. This is a matchup I feel goes in Hui's favor, since they can't get the Chiron. Hui is a very good pickup against Chiron, I think, as he has a pretty good clear, able to get a stun off as well, and can catch him out of his dash pretty easily with like a knockup or anything like that. So Hui has a pretty good matchup versus the Chiron.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, Thanatos was not given to Dirty Bubble this round.
Yeah, they banned out the Ao Kwong, and then Collateral first picks the Thanatos just to keep it away from the Dirty Bubble himself to make sure he's not going to get that. But Dirty Bubble has other tricks up his sleeve. Don't be surprised if he breaks out the Thor or anything else along those lines that can just do some decent damage. The gods I've seen him mostly on are like Thanatos, Ao Kwong, and Thor. Kind of want to see what his other repertoire is, see if he has anything else up his sleeve.
Same.
Maybe like the Hoonbots. The Hoonbots wouldn't be a bad pick here. Hoonbots always screams team fights and is always pretty decent in this scenario. As the next banning phase, Giannis did get all the way through as Man Ray decided to pick the Chronos. Very, very hard carry in the mid lane versus Shadow Chair, who's going to have the rotation with the Giannis.
Space versus time.
There is the Hoonbots ban. I kind of thought that was gonna fill up right as the other bans. See, this is the cool thing about the 8 bans. I said this last week. The fact that like now that you have 2 more bans, you can really dictate what you want. 2 guys, I said, hey, you want the Thor is what Dirty Bubble's known for, and just get rid of the Hoonbots because the Hoonbots is a very potent team fight. You get rid of 2 junglers. Now Dirty Bubble's really got to dig deep into his god pool and show what he has.
Who could he play in the jungle that has and who can build full tank and still be really helpful to the team?
Oh, Bastet. Bastet's a guy that you can build very tanky and still do damage with Razor Whip, get in, get out. You have Khepri on your squad, so you're able to get revives if you can't get out for scenarios. Don't be surprised if that's something that ends up getting picked up as 3 Guardians get banned out for the side of blue. Bot Empire got rid of Athena, they got rid of Geb, they got rid of Ares. Geb and Ares were the last 2 bans in that last section, so Bacchus looks to be the option now. I'm kind of surprised not to see like something as simple as a Ymir, but they'll go with the Sylvanas actually instead. So
Jungle Ymir, maybe? I think I'm a little bit behind you.
Oh, maybe you did get a little bit behind me. I don't know. Spectator Client's so weird, man. You probably are. You probably are like a half a pick behind me or something like that. So
yeah,
this Spectator Client has been.
Course.
This is okay. So Odin was picked last time against one of Shadow Chair's Yana's games, and he was able to find the most amazing random wall portals that were available to get his teammates out of danger and out of that Odin cage. We'll see if he can do it again, where it looks like Bologna is going to be picked up as well. So Zek will be able to go ahead and get his Bologna back again. So this will be Odin jungle, and it's gonna be a little difficult. Obviously, with no jumps or no leaps, and they're gonna pick Vamana into the Odin cage, which is kind of always, from what I've seen in like ranked games, it's kind of been like the counter pick to him. Yeah, there we go. Look like those Cyrus on you. Yeah, it's tough because you gotta understand that most warriors don't have like a jump to get out other than like Bellona's ultimate. So if you're gonna be stuck in a circle, you might as well have something that can do damage. And Guan Yu is a perfect example of a god that can just cavalry charge and also do a lot of damage inside that circle if there are people in it. So
that's true.
But when it comes down to it, they have 3 giant circles. Bellona ultimate is a giant circle with a small stun area. Hui's ultimate is a big circle. Odin's ultimate is a big circle. Those are really going to be dangerous matchups for these guys over here. And with no one really able to get out other than using Thanatos' ultimate, and if Giannis... Actually, Benny Q is on the Giannis. Okay. I was kind of curious if how they were going to run that. Shadow Share is going to be the ADC, it looks like, on the Chiron.
What was I going to say? The blue team nearly has an identical team to what they had last game.
Other than the Odin and the Hui, but, realistically, the Hui's interchangeable. The Odin's a little bit of a different pickup. But, yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Give us a few minutes to get into the game. Hopefully no more issues, and we'll be into the semifinals matchup as soon as we can. All right, and we are into the game as I had the lucky honor of just pressing go to match. So we're able to get into this first game as a deep ward by Collateral will come on out here. Nice little kitty ward, going to be hanging out. They're going to see if they're doing what camps, if they're going to be doing the back camp start plus the red buff or whatnot. So they have a little bit of vision there. That might give them details of whether they want to maybe do an early invade, knowing that they're going to take a lot of damage, or that ward's just going to tell them a handful of information as bot Empire is just hanging out in the mid lane. Not really doing a lot. We introduced red, blue last time. Go ahead and introduce the Shark Boys here, or Slaughter Slugs as they're being called right now.
Would love to. We have the Slaughter Slugs on the right side, the red team. We have Fatal on Thanatos, Benny Q on Janice, bruh, I love that name, as Osiris, Shadow Chair on Chiron, and Kill Lateral as Sylvanas.
So we have a left-hand Harpy start versus the normal start you'd see on the right-hand side. Now, again, this might just be a setup to the point where since they know that actually they're only doing the one start, so they might try to bait out this Chronos, and it looks like Collateral is going to try... Oh, blinking by Giannis. Bennyq's got a blink right there. He ends up using it aggressively to Unstable Vortex. Not going to matter. Man Ray going to be able to get away. Blink down for 2 minutes on a Giannis. And Heavenly was popped as well. Yeah, that was Heavenly popped as well. And Man Ray's not going back, as you said. He's just kind of like, okay, cool.
That's really bold. 4 people in the mid lane already.
This is just, I don't know, different type of tactic. We'll see if it ends up working out for them. They've already lost their back left camps, the Boars, I should say, as these giant Huskies are falling down pretty quickly to Wowie and Sabbath, and they'll end up cleaning those up for the experience. And Collateral is still level 1, and he's about 1 creep away. Benny Q looks to be about a creep or 2 away as well, or creep, I should say. Whatever, Momba stuff. And it's still not level 2. It looks like he's going to get grabbed. No portal available with Unstable Vortex, the only thing he has. Benny Q's in real trouble.
getting really weak. Looks like I'll be able to make it out, though.
Ooh, he got hit with the Rising Dawn. Is it going to be enough? The dots tick. Sabbath will pick up the first blood off of Rising Dawn ticks right there. And, well, Sabbath is in trouble at level 3 as Fatal's there, yeah.
Pretty good bounce. Gonna make it out, however.
Oh,
Sabbath, he used his meditation, it looked like. A little bit ago. You see second blood going in the way of Bruh, barely surviving. Gonna finish off Zechariah.
Yeah, that's not normally what you see right there. So, again, Osiris, that last matchup we saw, he was able to really manhandle that lane. Don't know if he took a little bit too much minion poke or how he ended up really losing that, but that's going to put Zek a little bit further behind. Have to be forced to use his teleport level 4. Osiris will at 5. Osiris has to be careful, though, again, being half HP right now, that Bologna doesn't just decide to go over there and kill him, but he wisely backs up.
So what do you think about Sabbath getting meditation first?
Meditation is a really good item. It's just at first, it's a decent heal. It's not going to really take much more effect until late game, as it's 15% of the health and 35% of the mana. And let's be realistic here. Let's take a look at Sabbath, and Sabbath has 970 HP. So you're getting 15% of that. That's not... It's a decent amount of health. It's not a ton. It is early game, so it does help. But the later the game is, the better that heal's going to be and the more mana he's going to get out of that. Especially since Sabbath's probably going to be building into some health and mana items, so they should be okay. Shell is normally what you see a lot of the times for those mid-game team fights. But when you really look at the side of Slaughter Slugs, they don't have that like Poseidon or that like Scylla Burst Mage. They have, they have the Giannis, which actually Benny Q is playing the Giannis in the duo lane. I should go on to say this right now at this point in time.
Trapped.
Oh, look, Man Ray is gonna... Man Ray's probably...
So
Man Ray
close.
will fall there.
Karen was so close to living.
It's... I did like what I see there. Sabbath knew that a lot of players would have just like panic ulted. And they were like, oh, here you go. There's an execute coming, whatever. Smart play by Sabbath. Understanding that, hey, look, they changed the character. There's no way to go ahead and get this res off. I mean, Fade was going to end up cleaning this up no matter what. So, that ends up being the kill as... Again, this is like a very weird laning what they got going on. They got the Chiron in the mid, the Giannis in the duo lane. Just kind of running around the map as Slaughter Slugs. But there are 2-2. I mean, we take a look at the graphs. Blue's up about 1,000 experience and a little less than 500 gold, and that's not really a lot.
Yeah. I was thinking back to the Kepri meditation. It could be because of Thanatos. Let's say someone's weak, they're under the threshold where Thanatos could ult them and execute them. Kepri could just pop a heal and they'll be fine.
You know what? That's exactly right. That is a really, really smart use of meditation. Anytime there's execute gods in the game, meditation, especially since you can buy it at level 1 full heal, takes them out of the threshold, and it at least gives you an opportunity to save your teammate and get them out of that threshold. That threshold starts off at... does go up. It starts off at 24%, and then it goes up to 40%. Man, that ultimate goes to 40%.
I know.
Man, hard God to play, man, when you can just kill somebody at 40% HP. Hard God. Like, let's be real. Over here, as the left hand, that's just me bickering as WoW is going to get ganked possibly. It looks to fall. Thanatos in the air and looks to be in trouble.
See Janus ult coming out. There he goes.
Yep, WoW just a little bit too far pushed up. They had to use a couple ultimates, though, for that. Looks like Benny. Actually, all 3 ultimates were used. Collateral, Benny Q, Fatal, all used their ults right there just to go ahead and secure one little Wowie.
Wasn't a total loss, I'd say. So what do you think about this Janus in the dual lane, Chiron in the mid lane?
I mean, Chiron can play the mid lane. He's a good god, and he's strong enough to play the mid lane. He has a decent clear. I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe they forgot. Like someone mentioned it in chat, like Panda Turtle did. Did they forget? I don't know, or they didn't forget the trade or something like that. This is like just a very weird. Like I've seen Shadow Chair on Giannis, and I've seen Benny Q on ADCs, and I don't understand why they're not like swapped right now. So to me, it's a little confusing. But hey, they're playing their game, so
very true. Well, I guess Sylvanas can help Janus have the Doom Orb stacks up.
Oh, Dirty Bubble's gonna big damage coming out. Oh man. Yeah, the Dirty that Odin Leap shield does so much damage. It's so unexpected sometimes. Ooh, the grab will miss because Shadow Chair does pop the ultimate. Get CC immune right there. Take a little bit of poke. And again, Raven Shield used, and Raven Shield absorbs all the damage.
Yep, gotta love that shield.
Yeah, it's what a lot of Odins will obviously level up first right here. Gives a nice protection. He's got it maxed out, so he's getting an additional 400 health pretty much as a shield. I mean, that's... can't really ask for much when you get 400 additional HP.
That's insane. It's like a Geb shield.
Yeah, personal Geb shield about every... What is it? Cooldown's 15 seconds? Doesn't even feel like that, honestly, because I don't think CDR... Yeah. Well, he doesn't have any CDR right now, but once he gets it going, he'll be ulting off cooldown and having that Raven shield up all day.
As well as his ult. Oh, man. Look at Kepri in the mid lane.
Yeah, he was just giving Collateral a little bit of a hug right there. So Collateral will get plugged out right now. It's Imagine. Oh, there's a 3-man ultimate. Now is a question of if they can clean this up.
Shadow Chair going in. Here comes Janus as well as Thanatos. 4v3 in favor of red. Janus with the Blink Vortex. Gonna finish off Man Ray.
Blink Vortex? That is like... what? Blink Vortex OP, man. Nerf Benny Q.
Mobility, man.
Nerf Benny Q on Blink Giannis. Get out of here, Blink Giannis. You gotta laugh at that because, again, man, you can't... Who expects the Giannis to get a blink? You like maybe Poseidon or something like that. As the cage gets dropped again, oh, there's the execute. Misses, though, Fatal.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of bad blood. Ooh, wow, he cleans it up, though, on the backside. But no mana is coming into Bologna. Will Eagles rally over the top? And it looks like they are going to secure at least another one, and Benny Q will fall.
Here comes Osiris. A little bit late to the party, however.
Well, right now, everything's kind of going just, we got a little bit of a fight going on. Everything's still relatively even. No Gold Fury attempts. XP is slowly getting into the side of Blue's favor a little bit more than you would like to see. About 2,000. Let's see who that lead is actually on Blue. You know what? Actually, kind of looking at the experience, this looks like it's on the ADCs, 11-9. And it's going to be in the jungle. Odin as well, 11-9. So that's really where the XP difference is coming in. The pings are coming out for Gold Fury. So they might go ahead and start this up right now. Dirty Bubble does have an ultimate available, so he'll cage that up if anyone comes close. And with 4 men... No, it doesn't even matter. With 4 men clearing it at this early in the stage, we'll have a 9-minute Gold Fury pretty much done, and Bot Empire will take that. And that's going to give them the first significant lead of the game at 3,000 experience. Now 2K gold.
See a big group in the mid. A little bit rotations to the jungle. Let's see what happens.
Well, right now, just going back to farming is everybody. I mean, Slaughter Slugs they're doing a good job of farming up. Everything's fine right now. They did lose the Gold Fear right there. Kind of sucks. Thanatos will go over there and realize that that's gone now. They probably saw that the graphs. You can't hit the T button anymore. Feels bad, but they probably saw the numbers jump up top and realized that goal was done. So just double checking to see. It's still, Fatal on this Thanatos can easily turn this game around, making sure that they get the ultimates off on the right targets, especially if they can get rid of this Kepri, to really eliminate anybody else. The Kepri and the Kronos are going to be like the 2 big targets. They can get rid of those 2, then everyone else should kind of fall into place as far as,
Look at this right lane. Look at the right lane. Flow is really weak, not under threshold, however. Fatal gets the kill anyways.
Did he ult in there or no? He did. He ulted in it. Yeah, he ulted in there. He got the stun. Oh, the mid lane back again. Oh, Broad took a tower shot.
Ooh.
Man Ray will go ahead and get ulted by Sabbath. He will be taking back alive. Ooh, skill, masterful shot. Unable to clean up everything, but again, 5-5. Slaughter Slugs keeping up with the team in kills and relatively in the farm. Other than that Gold Fury again,
doing a great job.
Everything's been doing pretty decent. So.
Uh-oh, Thanatos in the cage, no ultimate available. This is teammates, however.
Yeah, this is an aspect where really the Odin, if he doesn't have that jump available, he doesn't really do a lot of damage. Oh, he had a big, nice portal by Benny Q to get his team out of there. The jump will miss by Odin. Pool's not going to hit anything as well. Have a couple different people fighting on different targets right now, so they're going to go ahead and back and reset and get this mid wave in the tower. Other than that, we still got 3 in the mid and 2 heading toward the right side. These groupings are very crazy.
Especially this early. Speaking of crazy, we see Osiris building some magic defense.
That is going to go into the Hunter's Garb, more than likely, I think, as that is the item that most people are building. It might go into the other side. I forget exactly what that's called. We'll see. As Man Ray's going to get a nice stun out on top of Collateral. Osiris is going to ult into the tower, and he will fall as Sabbath was unable to get the ultimate off. Oh, there goes the Cades, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's the Giannis portal, and, well, that's what Shadow Chair did last week. It looks like Benny Q must have watched the videos because he's doing a repeat. Oh, nice pull right there. Collateral able to pick Zek up, but I don't know if that's who you wanted to pull. That's a big Bologna, and, well, he's going to get pulled out, and Collateral... Yeah, Collateral's going to end up falling right there. Ended up pulling the tanky target, kind of what you don't want to do. And Eagles rally over the top. Wowway cleans up Bruh, and now we're talking about a 4v3.
Santos going to go in, go out. Trying to go in. Not going to secure the kill. Gets the Capriel, however. Pressure now onto Benny Q. Ooh, the ticks. Is Chiron trying to get Capri? Does get him successfully, excuse me. Try and run out of there. Looks like he can do it. He has insane movement speed after all.
Yeah, he's a horse. He's fine. He's part horse. He's good. He's part horse. He's good. He's got 4 legs, man. He can run fast. So cool.
So annoying.
I wonder what his movement speed's 426. Like, what's Bologna's movement speed? Actually, Bologna's faster. 443. Kind of funny.
Maybe the passive. I don't know.
Yeah. 454. Yeah, that passive kind of goes up movement speed.
Let me see.
But well, blue buff is gonna, or red buff is gonna get taken by the blue side of Man Ray right there. So they'll go ahead and take that. That will be victory for Man Ray, as he'll have another red buff for a little while. Gold Fury spawns in less than 60 seconds. That's the point of contention. Man Ray might be in a little bit of trouble. Big def side hits. Ooh, that Giannis ultimate hits, and back he goes. Man Ray. Yeah, Man Ray forced the ult. We'll get the stun out on Shadow Chair. Another Blink Unstable Vortex. Benny Q is killing me with these Blink Unstable Vortex combos, and Man Ray is hopping along, hoping not to die. Too late. He'll fall.
Thanatos fell as well in that fight.
Yeah, he must have fell on the right-hand side. I didn't see exactly what happened, as this is a 2v3. Portal will connect on top of Sabbath, but really no plays available. As wow, he does have ult, and so does the bubble, so I wouldn't be surprised if they tried something here.
Definitely look for something. I mean, Gold Fear is coming up very shortly. Odin does have his ult and blink.
Yeah, about 5 seconds now. The Gold Fury is yet ready to spawn. She's coming down her perch. We got about 3, 2, and 1, and she is live and ready to get aggroed. Now, the question is who's going to take it? Shadow Chair's hanging out here. Bubble's going to pop his shield and just try to do a little bit of poke damage. Instead, he'll go ahead and clear the mid wave. While we've got Giannis. Ooh, big damage coming out. Benny Q's doing a lot of damage. And did he beat that?
Insane. That was beats.
Oh, yeah, he did beat the pull. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Benny Q's in trouble on the left-hand side as he's getting chased down by the Bologna. And now the fight's here by the Gold Fear. It's a question of who wins. This is going to take gold.
Pressure was on the Man Rays. We see Sylvanas Assault coming out. The rings, the suns. The Janus Snipe.
Yeah, Wowway took a nice chunk of damage, but not really enough to deter him too much. Man Ray doesn't have his ultimate. It is down for a little bit. But Zeke's over here just kind of putting everything on. He's just so big right now. This Bologna is so hard to take down. Bruh's hard to take down as well, but will actually finally fall to the Bologna. She'll pick up her first kill of the game right there. And now, as I said, the winner of that fight will take Gold Fury. And this is the 15-minute to 20-minute Gold Fury. You do not want to lose. This is going to put Bot Empire up big, and this is going to lead to a little bit more of that thing called snowballing.
Ooh, did you look at the grass right there? Look at that. That is insane.
Yeah, about to take a quick peek right here. We'll see just under 6,000 experience, just over 4,000 gold is going to be your difference right now in this game as we see. Last week was the same thing. The rhythm, or not the rhythm. The pattern that I saw was, when watching the games, you kind of see what's going down here. The pattern was the 15 to 20 minute Gold Fury. So the person that took that, or the team that took that, I should say, were really the teams that ended up winning most of the matchups typically. It just seemed they were able to get that lead and maintain it. And as I was saying in the previous match, like versus Bot Empire and the Sniper Jones team, when good teams have a lead, they obviously know how to play, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to play a little bit more, gankier, and they're going to take things, and they're going to play more aggressive. So it's not as easy to deal with it. But if you're behind and you're Slaughter Slugs right now, it's really a question of like, all right, hey, we got to put ourselves together. We got to find our farm, and we've got to get it here. It's, Slaughter Slugs is filled with a bunch of ranked players. They know exactly how to come back from behind. They're not going to let this deter them too much. So we should still see a good matchup. Hopefully that doesn't snowball too much this Gold Fury.
Mm-hmm. Looking here at the bells, we see Osiris finish his Oni Hunter's garb.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was going to end up picking up. I'm surprised he went into that versus physical protection first, which is what you normally see. It only removes magical damage. I'm kind of like, he looks like he's going to go into a hide of the. He's starting cloak. He could be one of several items on the right. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at him. He ults out, but it doesn't really matter. Rising Dawn should clean that up. Yeah, I was going to say that Rising Dawn dots. You kind of underestimate how much damage that 2 will do on Khepri. This is a base damage of 24 plus 5% of your magical power. It could tick pretty hard right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were in the middle of Oni Hunter's garb.
Oh yeah. Oh well, it looks like he's going to be built. Oh, he is going to build into hide. I didn't know what he was going to build into with the cloak. I didn't know if he was going to go to the Mantle of Discord for the cooldown reduction and the CC, or if he was going to go into a hide for these team fights. Hide is a great item if you can get the stacks online. If you can't get the stacks online, it's a waste of money and it's a really terrible item. So it's a question. As these fight comes through, big 4-man ultimate by Collateral, he'll probably end up falling here. The bubble will get out and cage somebody else, or that was somebody else. Yeah, Thanatos.
Sanctuary. Thanatos looking for Man Ray. There goes the Khepri ult.
Ooh, that root's going to connect nice. Yeah, he's going to end up cleaning it. Man Ray ends up using the ult to get back, and the Dirty Bubble is ready to go. Still fight. His leap is available. Ooh, missed the leap. No damage. Has to be careful now as Osiris is chasing him, but he'll have some backup in his teammate Bologna as they'll run into each other. And we just had a little fight in mid, and again, it looks like another fight successfully gone Bot Empire's way.
Mid tower is under siege. Looks like they'll be able to get this no problem with Kronos.
Yeah, again, Kronos building into, you called it. It was a Witchblade, or Wingblade, I should say. Another cage that comes up so quickly when you're max CDR. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Circles, yeah, circles hurt, man. Odin and Hui as a combination is a really brutal combination when you've got those two right there, because Odin cage plus ultimate, with nobody able to get out, it just guarantees damage for Hui, and WoW able to take advantage of it 4-1. But yeah, you call it the Wingblade, which is really interesting because normally you don't see, this is a very EU mage item, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't something you normally see on like the NA side of things. You see it on supports and some solo laners here and there, but you don't see it a lot on mages.
Well, Kronos is auto attack based, so it definitely helps him out. And they have 3 slows in the enemy team.
It's movement speed, it's health, it's corral control reduction. It's a little bit of everything. And when you are hit by a slow, which they do have a lot of slows. Benny Q has a slow in his threshold. Collateral, they all have slows. Shadow Chair, a lot of people forget that Masterful Shot applies a slow. Again, just small things like that. So Wingblade is a very good item. It's a good item if you have slows, and Man Ray's going to take advantage of it. He's already got 50 stacks of Doom Orb. He's died 4 times, but he's able to keep these stacks up pretty well. And let's take a look at the damage right now as Bologna's topping the charts. Kronos right now, Man Ray only at about 5,100. So yeah, he hasn't really been involved too much in damaging the team fights, but he's been a presence enough to go ahead and be an annoyance.
Dude, Dirty Bubble top left, just harassing the enemies a bit.
That's what Dirty Bubble does.
Yeah. Gold Fury just spawned.
So it looks like it's got 3 Hide of the Urchins on the side of red. Slaughter Slugs have 1 on Osiris, 1 on Thanatos, and 1 on the Sylvanas right now. They need these stacks, and they need to win fights. If they don't win fights and they don't get kills, these stacks, this item is absolutely near useless. Like, it's just a very expensive, useless item unless you get all the stacks. Collateral's going to try to go ahead and go in.
We got Janus ult.
Oh, they dropped it right there. That Gold Fury will reset completely, and Collateral is probably dead.
Thanatos diving in. We see Bologna, Roma, Invictine, the Suns, the jumps.
Fatal.
Thanatos is going to be the target.
Yeah, Fatal able to get away. Movement speed is pretty overpowered when you press your 2 and you're able to get out of there. And back to Gold Fury we go. So, Bot Empire baits. They bait. Collateral comes in, tries to move forward. They drop it, they kill him, and they're back to it.
see Shadow Chair. No, I'm just gonna back out. Yeah, so I think last time we saw what a 15-minute Gold Fury. Now we have a 21-minute Gold Fury.
So pretty much a couple minutes after. Yeah, I mean, as soon as excuse me, right there. As soon as the Gold Fury was really ready to spawn, within 2 minutes they got it. So as Benny Q taking his ADCs to a new level as Giannis split pushing away, he'll take the right hand tier 1. And he's kind of in between some minions right now. He's going to run into a friendly Bologna. Hi. Say hi. He's going to ult out because he doesn't want to be here. Yeah, he's going to follow him around. Let's see where you go. Oh, he's going all the way to the other fight. Yeah, watch out. On the left-hand side of the map they go. So we'll see if he can catch up to that fight and make a difference.
Just getting there right on time. Kepri is under threshold. There he goes.
Yeah, Meditation was down there, otherwise he would have used it, as you said. But in the cage they go. Fatal strapped in there. Eagles rally over the top. Gets a stun on 2. Ooh, nice interrupt of the bludgeon. Would have done a lot of damage. Another big 3-man ult. Collateral's hitting 2 and 3 members with his ulti, which is really, really good. It's just there's not, like, enough there, There's just, Unstable Vortex. That ability does so much damage when it hits, and it's like, when you avoid it, you feel so lucky, or you, like, think you're the man because you're like, haha, I avoided it. But it's mostly luck because it just goes around you in a very weird way.
I know. Ugh, I hate it.
It's a brutal ability. Unstable Vortex, when you miss Unstable Vortex like in the middle, you're just like, what? It's brutal right there. As, the back is going to get stopped. Bro with the BM. Bro with the hot BM. Oh, Giannis ultimate going to connect. Yeah, it took about a quarter of the HP off. Not going to matter. Braw's trying to take a red buff. He's in a 2v1 scenario. He bit off too much more than he can chew. Benny Q with the blink, Unstable Vortex. Not going to matter. Portal did not go where he wanted, I believe. I don't think he would have. He would have ended up in tower anyways, so it didn't really matter. Benny Q will end up falling. Mr. Zeke gets the kill again. Shadow Chair will also fall to Wowie. That is nearly a deicide, as Thanatos is the lone member at the red buff.
Looks like blue team's gonna head on over to fire. Yeah,
look at these minions that are just in the way. Look at these minions. They're just like in the way. You gotta
minions.
You gotta like clear the fire. Like Wowie's just like avoiding them right now. You gotta clear the fire giant minions. Did that minion just get exploded by the fire giant? Wait,
I missed it.
Wait, did that minion just get blown up by fire giant like the little lava thing? That's hilarious.
That's really funny.
I don't know if it did or not, but it was hilarious. I swear Fire Giant is taking out his own minions right now. As Bot Empire will secure that Fire Giant pretty easily. No worries about anything.
All 5 members. It's going to be brutal.
Well, 1 tier 2, or 2 tier 2s available. One on the right-hand side, one in the mid lane. Again, we'll take a look at the graphs after that Fire Giant. Just too much to handle. 17,000 experience, 10,000 gold differential right now. Kind of what we saw in the last game versus the Sniper Jones. Just in this case, it took a little bit longer to get there. Again, it was kind of like that second Gold Fury. With 3 total Gold Furies, it's just, and a Fire Giant, obviously, it's pretty hard to do anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit different.
Gonna need some cheese strats. Stealing Fire Giant, Loki split push. Gotta do something, man.
Yeah, I mean, something's got to happen with this team. They got Fire Giant. The problem is like, they have Fire Giant, and they already took all your towers at 24 minutes, other than 1. So it's like, what do you defend other than Phoenixes? Like, there is no more, we'll give up tier 1 for this, or we'll give up tier 2. It's like, you don't have any towers left. Like, you really have to somehow make an amazing stand someplace. And tier 1 on the left-hand side looks to be the target at this point in time. We'll see if they can either end up taking that or not, as the mid lane has a nice little interaction. Braw had an ult out. It looks like Rising Dawn used, and this mid-tier 2 seems to be what they want to go ahead and grab.
Collateral going to pull in Kepri. Not sure if that's a target you really want to pull in, though, as they're going to lose that tier 2 as Janus takes the tier 1.
Well, Giannis will go ahead and take that tier 1 and ult all the way back to the base area. He'll probably end up backing here. Yeah, he'll back before anything else happens. And mid-Phoenix, again, 2-man ultimate. Collateral is all by himself, though. That is the problem. Looks like Fatal's going to go ahead and jump in as well. Ultimate has to use to get out. Man Ray is the focus. Looks like, yeah, Meditation was popped. I heard the sound. And everyone's back to full health with Fire Giant. So round 2 we go.
That was a blink Thanatos, by the way. Anyway, we see Bologna diving in under the Phoenix. And the red team just all has to run away.
Yeah, Brawl getting kind of focused down right here. We'll see if they can clean him up. It looks like he'll be able to escape. But yeah, mid-Phoenix will fall. That's really the objective that matters. I mean, Brawl is just kind of a secondary cost. They really just want the Phoenixes, get these fire minions pouring in. Kind of at some point in time here, get ready to end this game at the less than 30-minute mark, as you would imagine.
Kepri and Dirty Bubble, the only ones with their ults up at the moment. Could definitely re-engage.
Well, we got a Midgardian Male that got picked up here for the Osiris, so he's going to be a little bit tankier. But again, only 1 stack on that hide, 1 stack on the hide for Thanatos, 0 stacks for the collateral right now on the Sylvanas. Just unable to really do too much again without the tankiness, without the fights going their way. It's a little difficult. Hide is a great item if you're ahead and if you're able to fight. But if you're not, right now we look at Sabbath. He's got 10 stacks. Odin has 4 stacks. Obviously they're the ones that have been making these kills and these fights go the way they want it to. So they've been able to go ahead and get those stacks online. And then it's really just, when you're that tanky, it's kind of hard to do anything. But Split Push Giannis is on the right-hand lane. He's doing his thing.
I don't think I've ever seen a Split Push Janus before.
Hey, man, Giannis OP, man.
It makes sense.
Yeah, he's got this. Look at all that damage he's doing to the tower as there's a teleport coming. He had like 4 damage to that tower. Look at that.
There he goes.
Look at that non-penetration tower kill build he's got going on. That cooldown reduction, yeah. Big chunk of health taken off. Wow. The Dirty Bubble just did a piece on him. He's got Titan's Bane and he's got Ewan. So yeah, a lot of damage actually on top of this Odin. That leap into the shield combination did a lot of work as Fatal is getting handled by Wowie in the mid lane. But again, that's a Hunter versus Thanatos 3-level difference.
If you look at the individual player damage, we can see Man Ray on Kronos has really jumped up from his, number 2 spot?
Yeah, he was at the bottom 2 last time, and he's jumped down here. It looks like to top 5. So that's kind of where you'd expect him to be. He's got that Duomorb fully stacked rod, and he's got the Obsidian Shard for penetration. Definitely more of an objective taker than anything. He's got plenty of damage to be able to do on players as well. But the new Telecon's ring with that attack speed is so crazy. 30% attack speed is it's we got a blink in by the Odin right here in the mid lane. We'll see if anything can happen.
There goes the Suns. Aegis popped by Shadow Chair. Not enough, however. It's blown up as Wowie's divine.
Yeah, he got a quick double right there. He's sitting at 10-1. Again, that Odin into Hui combination, when you don't have any outs. And again, Brawl can ult out. Thanatos can ult out. Benny Q can get out if and only if he's next to a wall. As they know Gold or Fire Giant's getting ready to get started. So it's really a matter of if Fatal and Benny Q can possibly steal this.
Their ults are up. It definitely could.
They're kind of baiting it. Wowie's starting it, just on it. Man Ray's kind of zoned out right there. They're kind of just taking their time on this. Whoa. Yeah, they see Thanatos in the back. They're going to go ahead and turn on him. He got up in there real fast. But, again, Fire Giant was let go very smart, so they didn't want to lose it.
He handled that really well. Look at Sabbath. He's still going.
Yeah, Sabbath is 6-2 right now. He's doing some damage. Sabbath is kill stealing as a support. He's got 16 assists. I mean, he's not really kill stealing. He's 6'2 and 16. He's been a pretty vital part. He's actually 8,700 damage, so his kills have been like Rising Dawns, like ticks that have just gotten players at the very bottom there. Well, 1 Phoenix left to go as the minions come in. This should be more or less the end of the game, as we'd imagine. Ultimate going to miss on collaterals, and Coach going to come out on top of that.
Rings, Roma and Victor. Shell.
Yeah. Circles are all out, boys, as the Phoenix goes down. Slaughter Slugs, middle Phoenix has respawned, but Fire Minions should take that out here soon and shortly enough, as I would imagine. And this Titan is going to fall 2,000 HP, 500 HP, and that is it. Bot Empire will move on to the finals, and they will be playing, I don't know if the other match is over with yet, but they will be playing the winner of Salamander Squad and Sanzu. So hang out with us, and we will bring you the finals game here shortly.